Andrew Berry is making moves to build up this roster. He is looking to get more talent, especially in this wide receiver room. And he just signed a wide receiver. They're looking to bring in, potentially trade for Marvin Harrison, potentially trade for Brian Thomas Jr. So the whole room is on notice that they are looking to add, and they just added this wide receiver from the Baltimore Ravens, Tylan Wallace. Okay, this guy's a speedster. Wide receiver from the Ravens, and he's also a return specialist.
Receivers are sweating. Panic is spreading. Todd Monken is cracking down, and it's all because someone dared to sabotage Shedeur Sanders. Jerry Jeudy, he's caught in the middle and things are about to explode. Dio, you think Jerry Jeudy really had a hand in this chaos, or is he just unlucky in the middle of a locker room storm? Stick with me because now we're about to find out what actually went down. Jerry Jeudy went full chaos mode on Shedeur. On the sidelines, he wasn't just ignoring him, he was crashing him out. On Stefanski's orders, he made moves that cost Shedeur plays and chances in multiple games. It was not small stuff. Every drop, every wrong route, every fake handoff, it all added up. Shedeur's rhythm was being broken on purpose. And it didn't stop there. On the field, Jerry found ways to sabotage him every chance he got. He ran routes late, hesitated, and sometimes just plain ignored the plays that Shedeur was calling. The whole offense felt the impact. The frustration in the locker room was insane. Shedeur was fighting to keep the team moving while some of his own receivers were actively trying to slow him down. It was chaos, plain and simple, and Jerry Jeudy became the face of it. Then, Stefanski got fired, and everything changed. Todd Monken came in, and he came in with a mission. Build the offense around music, Shedeur. No more games, no more sabotage. Monken went through the lineup like a storm. He cleaned the house. Receivers who were messing with Shedeur, they were on notice. He didn't care about reputations or egos. The message was loud and clear. You protect Shedeur or you are out. Monken started enforcing discipline in ways nobody had seen before. Every route, every snap, every play mattered, and anyone who got in Shedeur's way faced serious consequences. The locker room had a wake-up call, and suddenly the chaos that Stefanski tolerated was gone. Todd Monken wasn't here to play nice. He was here to make sure Shedeur had everything he needed to dominate. Now, the next chapter is all about building and adding talent. Monken and Andrew Berry aren't just cleaning, they are constructing. They just added Tylan Wallace from the Baltimore Ravens, a speedster and a return specialist to bring energy and fire into the wide receiver room. But they're not stopping there. Marvin Harrison Jr. could be coming in. Brian Thomas Jr. possible trade. The message is clear. This room is being rebuilt to elevate Shedeur Sanders, not hold him back. Monken is throwing out any distraction, taking no chances, and filling the roster with players who will push the offense forward. Shedeur is the centerpiece now, and everyone else has to rise to his level or get out. The Browns' offense is being remade, and the people who tried to sabotage it, they are history.
A return specialist. Now, you know, in the punt return game, the dude we had back there last season, he was fumbling punts. He was muffing punts all season. Every time he caught a punt, we were scared he was going to fumble it. It was a lot going on. They're bringing in a sure-handed return guy as well that can also provide some speed at the receiver position. Here it says another Ravens free agent is following a departed coach as wide receiver. Tylan Wallace has reportedly agreed to terms on a deal with the Cleveland Browns. Wallace will play for former Ravens offensive coordinator and first-year head coach Todd Monken, okay? So this is a Todd Monken pick. Todd Monken knows him from Baltimore and brought him in, and he's going to have a chance to contribute, okay? Todd Monken he's already shown he's looking to go get familiar faces that he feels he can trust.
The Snorts Browns were in trouble on punt returns last season. Every time the ball came their way, you could feel the fear. The guy handling it kept fumbling. Every snap had fans biting their nails. Todd Monken didn't hesitate. He knew Shedeur needed a clean, reliable offense around him. And special teams mattered just as much as the passing game. That's why bringing in someone like Tylan Wallace was not just smart, it was necessary. Wallace isn't just fast, he has proven he can take over a game in a single play. And Monken knows him. He is bringing in a player he trusts, someone who can contribute immediately. For Shedeur, music, that's huge. Every play that isn't messed up by teammates gives him another chance to shine. Music, and Monken is making sure that chance happens every week. Tylan Wallace is not a diva. He is consistent, focused, and willing to do the dirty work on special teams and on the field. He doesn't need the spotlight, but when he gets it, he delivers. Big catches, long returns, moments that win games. He has done that before, and he can do it again. The Browns aren't just adding a player. They are adding reliability, speed, and a spark for Shedeur to lean on. Wallace knows how to finish plays. He knows how to make defenses pay. That kind of trust and chemistry is exactly what the wide receiver room needed after the chaos Jerry Jeudy caused. The message is clear. Shedeur Sanders comes first. Anyone slowing him down is out. Wallace is part of the plan to make sure Shedeur has room to dominate. No excuses, no distractions, no nonsense. And this is only the start. Monken and Andrew Berry are building this room from the ground up. They're looking at trades, free agents, and the draft to make sure Shedeur has weapons at every level. Jerry Jeudy, if he thinks he is safe, he is wrong. The wide receiver room is under total scrutiny. Wallace's arrival is a warning. Underperform, cause problems, and you're gone. Meanwhile, Shedeur gets support, speed, and teammates he can count on. The Browns are creating a system where he is the centerpiece. The offense will revolve around him. The draft picks, the trades, the new signings, all of it points to one thing. Shedeur is the leader, the star, and everyone else either steps up or steps music aside. The transformation is underway, and Wallace is the first domino falling into place.
I think it's tackle. I would say tackle. But it's close. I got 3 tackles that could possibly be, first round picks. I got Fano rated higher. Maui Noah, Freeling is moving up. But I like, if you wanted to go receiver early in the first round at a 6, I like Blake Miller a lot from Clemson. He's one of those guys that I really like, and I think that you can get him in 24. But there is a considerable drop when it comes to receiver. There's 3 of them: Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson, and Mekhi Lemon. Now, Mekhi Lemon just went to his pro day, ran a 4.4, so kind of sounding some of that. Carnell Tate, I don't think they had their pro day yet. He'll probably go run faster, but his tape to me is the most pro ready. The guy that I look at is Jordan Tyson, and he's the most athletic, but the problem with him is that medical. He's had ACL, he's had some knee injuries, he's done some things. He's been injured pretty much every single season. And so my thing for the Cleveland Browns is, I believe if you're going to take somebody at 6, you better be starting day one.
The Browns are staring down a critical decision in the draft. If you are picking at 6, music, you can't waste a pick on someone who won't be ready from day one. Shedeur is already the leader of this offense, and he needs weapons he can trust immediately. Some receivers look flashy on paper, but when you dig deeper, the risk is huge. Injuries, slow development, or inconsistent play that doesn't work when you're trying to build around Shedeur. Every pick has to make the offense stronger now, not later. Todd Monken isn't playing games. He wants players who can contribute instantly, who can hit the ground running, and who won't slow Shedeur down. This isn't about upside in 3 years. It's about winning today. There are a few wide receivers that stand out, but the drop-off after the top options is real. Cardell Tate, solid tape, but still untested in some areas. Jordan Tyson, athletic freak? Yes, but every season he's been hurt, and that's a huge risk. MY Lemon fast, but still has questions. Shedeur can't wait while rookies learn the ropes. The offense can't afford half-ready players. Monken and Andrew Berry know this, and that's why they are being so careful. Every move is about giving Shedeur the best chance to dominate. The first-round pick has to start and deliver, not sit injured on the sideline while defenses focus solely on him. Shedeur deserves targets that are reliable, fast, and game-ready. At the end of the day, the Browns' plan is clear. Build an offense that protects Shedeur and makes him shine. That means no risky bets, no slow developing projects, and no distractions in the wide receiver room. Monken is cleaning house, bringing in players he trusts and warning everyone that Shedeur music is the centerpiece. Every addition, every draft pick, every trade is designed to give him weapons, space, and confidence. Jerry Jeudy's antics are a lesson in what happens when players get in the way. The new wide receiver room is all about speed, reliability, and talent. Music that lifts Shedeur up. No excuses, no mistakes, no delays. This is Shedeur's offense, and the Browns are finally building it the right way.
I think their number one priority would be to trade down if they could. Wish list, dream scenario would be to trade down if they could. I kind of look at it as you need top end talent. So I don't necessarily care so much about which position's deeper. You got the 6th pick in the draft as of now, unless they trade down. You need blue chip talent at that spot, regardless. That's why I still wouldn't rule out a defensive player, because you need dudes on this roster. So if tackle is deeper, but you like the guy at the top better, take him. So I don't know that you should, because you just never know how these drafts are going to fall and where guys are going to go. I don't know that you have an idea for sure of who's going to be available at 24, but you're not going to know for sure. So, but you can have a lot more clarity at 6, obviously. So I would say don't even worry about, don't worry about it, but where's the top end talent? Where's
the Browns have the 6th pick, and every move they make has to count. This isn't the time to gamble or wait around. Shedeur is already the leader of this team, and he needs talent around him who can make an impact immediately. Trading down might sound smart on paper, but the priority has to be finding a player who can come in and deliver from day one. Blue chip talent is the name of the game. Doesn't matter if it's a receiver, a tackle, or a defensive player. Shedeur can't afford to have teammates who are slow to develop or can't handle pressure. Every pick has to make him better, stronger, and more dangerous on the field. Depth in a position is nice, but it doesn't matter if the player can't perform now. Shedeur's offense needs someone who can step in and play at a high level immediately. The Browns have to focus on top-end talent, not just filling spots or hoping players get better over time. Injuries, inconsistency, and slow starters won't cut it. Monken and Andrew Berry know that. They aren't drafting for a couple years down the road. They are drafting to give Shedeur the best chance to succeed today. Every play he touches, every snap, every game matters. He deserves teammates who are ready, who can keep up, and who can win with him, not hold him back. At the end of the day, clarity is everything. The 6th pick gives the Browns a chance to control their destiny. They don't need to overthink the later rounds. Shedeur is the focus, and every decision, trade, or pick, music, has to support him. Top talent now, impact now, results now. That's the only plan that makes sense. Anyone slow, anyone risky, anyone who might sit out or struggle isn't the right choice. The Browns are finally building an offense around their star, and they are making every move count. Shedeur is not waiting for the team to figure it out. He is taking over, and the front office is finally backing him fully. The Browns are finally building around Shedeur, and anyone standing in his way is getting left behind. This is his offense, his team, his time to dominate. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and stay tuned. You don't want to miss what happens next with Shedeur and this roster shakeup.